Do you want to be a fighter? That's the question. It's not all signing autographs and banging broads when you get out of here. It's not. It's no fun, man. It's a job, just like any other job. So the question is, not did you think you had to make weight? Did you think you had to do this? Do you want to be a fighter? That is my question.
I trained at Winter Warrior at SBG HQ, and the head coach there is John Kavanagh. Yeah, so the first day, this was a lot of nervous energy from a lot of people. Nice and easy the first day, nice and handy. There was nothing too extreme. You know, a little bit of light work. The very basic stuff, rolling forward, rolling backwards, you know, how to throw a jab, how to throw your backhand, and very, very basic techniques. There's a huge amount of motivation at the start, the first up to about 6 weeks. So the intensity certainly ramped up after week 6. Week 9, I always remember that I had almost had enough. Week 9 hit, for some reason, something in my head just went, I don't think this is for you. And it carried through to week 10 and 11 and 12, just because things mightn't go your way in sparring, or a lot of people had injuries, myself included, so just little niggles and stuff like that were stopping me from doing certain things, and the pain and the fatigue was just getting to me a little bit. When you walk into SBG HQ, up on the wall there's the big Winter Warrior sign, and under it says the ultimate human transformation. And I remember that week 9 point, I was, you know, lying down on the mats or something when we were doing jiu-jitsu and switching partners, and I just looked up and I caught a glimpse of it, and it sort of reminded me that I've signed up to something that by definition says, you know, the ultimate human transformation, and all these crazy feelings of wanting to just quit, that is the transformation in effect.
We're here at the Red Cow Hotel for the finale. It's the 5th Winter Warrior finale in Dublin.
I couldn't really eat my breakfast, all of it anyway. I purposely went to work just to take my mind off the day that was in it. So I'd finished work a half day, I'd made my way out to the Red Cow Hotel. I had a bit of a lie down with some headphones on, just tried to get into the zone and take my mind off just the fight in general. Then just as things got closer and closer to the fight, you would have went for your medical, then the hand wraps happen, then it starts to get very real and you get your hands wrapped. Yeah, you start to feel like you're moving towards this moment that you've been waiting for more than 20 weeks, because I knew I was signing up to Winter Warrior a month before I'd started it. So you're talking 6-7 months. This thing that's been at the back of your head, it's impending. It's happening. It's in the next hour or two. The goal was to just stay warm and loose, keep moving. It didn't feel the way I wanted it to feel. I had listened to that song countless times in the car, trying to visualise the walkout and visualise what it would have been like and getting into that zone, and it didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen, and it didn't sound the way I wanted it to sound, which is the most important thing. It wasn't loud enough, it didn't have enough bass, it just didn't sound the way I had visualised it. So you get into the octagon, and it's hard to describe how dark it was. It was almost a little bit hard to see things, to see him across the octagon. My objective was to just use the techniques I've been shown, and that was the last bit of advice we got in Winter Warrior from the coaches on our last training day. That first 10 seconds, that first 15 seconds caught me off guard more than I realised. And as the round progresses, he's very, very aggressive in his striking. He's throwing a lot of overhand rights. And I just couldn't get my stance, I couldn't get my distance right, and I felt he was just coming at me at a pace that I just wasn't prepared for and I couldn't deal with. So I just went for a takedown, a double leg takedown.
He needs to take him down, and he's going for. That's beautiful.
I tried a couple of techniques. There was a katakatami choke I tried to get. It wasn't really paid off. I tried to pass his guard into mount. It didn't really work out. And then I was going to go for a third technique. an Americana armbar submission, but it just didn't work out that way. And then the ref stood it up from that position because I was too inactive. I was dead on my feet at the end of that first round. So I knew this was going to be a tough second round. I was a little bit inactive in the second round. I let him come at me a little bit too much. He certainly got a little bit more aggressive with his punching, and I lost my technique. I just couldn't keep the distance. I couldn't deal with him. So I went for another takedown. We spun around and he ended up on top, and all I wanted to do was just hold the top of his back and keep him down. And I knew the ref would stand it up because he had already stood us up when I had him inside control, and I knew the ref was going to stand us up. So all I had to do was just grab the top of his back, and lo and behold, that's what happened. So the third round began. So I popped a right hand, and I had seen him drop. I thought he was going to drop to the floor, but he didn't. I remember in sparring that this situation had happened, and I was told not to overload in the shots. So as soon as I started overloading, I just, in my head straight away, I heard, don't overload in the shots. The fatigue and the tiredness at this stage was nothing I've ever experienced before. Then we went into some half takedown attempt by both of us. I knew once I took him down, got full mount, the ref will stop it. So I wasn't really trying to throw hard punches. I just wanted the fight to end, so they were just as quick as possible.
It's not all signing autographs and banging broads when you get out of here. It's not. It's no fun, man. It's a job, just like any other job. So the question is, not did you think you had to make weight, did you think you had to do this? Do you want to be a fighter? That is my question. And only you know that.